Oh, and I got to go out with Michael Jackson. That was cool.
So happy birthday, my friend, the king of pop.
He's still an idol of yours?
Yeah, I mean, I think that he's done, I mean, if you really think of a genius that he is, I mean, he's brilliant. And Billie Jean, all the old stuff that he used to do, I think he's great.
Doesn't he worry you, though? The baby over the balcony kind of Michael Jackson?
Well, I think maybe growing up, like, at such a young age, and it's probably affected him somewhat, and maybe it's kind of, but I think he's a great person at heart, and I just think maybe he needs me to call him, maybe. You know, he probably needs some friends around him, to be honest, or, you know.
You think all the stuff written about him is untrue with little kids?
I want to think that's untrue. I choose to believe that's untrue. Yeah.
When I say the words Michael Jackson to you, what are the first images that come to mind?
I mean, definitely King of Pop. That's like the first thing that comes to my mind. And like, he's everyone's inspiration. Like everyone, you know, whether you're a country artist or you're a rapper, most people look at Michael Jackson as one of their top inspirations.
Why would you say Michael Jackson has been an inspiration to you?
I think just listening to him at a young age and just seeing how much, you know, how much he puts into his performance. It's not only like, he's not just having fun with it, he's putting everything he has into his performance.
What's your favorite Michael Jackson song?
Favorite Michael Jackson song? I have a bunch. I love Dirty Diana. I love Man in the Mirror. I like Thriller.
What made him so much better than everyone else?
You know, I think that he was just an all-around entertainer. He wasn't a singer. He wasn't a dancer. He wasn't an actor. He was an entertainer. I think that's what, you know, the key is. You can't just, he explored so many avenues. He, you know, did it all, you know.
What's it like for you to watch him when he was really young, like in the Jackson 5?
The ABCs and stuff, yeah, it's crazy, you know. One of the first songs I, like, really, like, took serious and sang was Rockin' Robin. And his version of it was, you know, I listened to that and, you know, I tried to sound like him a little bit.
Really, this is when you were like a little guy?
I was like 9 or 10 and I was singing, she rocks in the treetops all day long, rocking and bobbing and singing his song. Like, that's what I was doing.
Did you have like a hairbrush in your hand while you're doing that?
No,
like...
just a fake mic, just like, yeah.
And Justin, I know Michael Jackson was a huge influence on you, and the whole world is really shocked by his death.
Michael was a huge influence, Stevie Wonder was a huge influence, Prince was a huge influence, but there was something about Michael and his presentation of his music that I think influenced the world. It opened the minds of the world, you know. I don't think anyone could present a song better than he could. I think there's a million songs that have been written over time that are amazing works of art, but there's something about Michael's stage presence that will never, ever, ever be duplicated, and you know, there's really only one Michael Jackson.
You know what's so crazy is I've been watching all this stuff on the news and how influential he was on style too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he was the first like person to ever do the utilitarian set with the military suits and military outfits.
I would say that the fedora came from a kind of Fred Astaire, Sinatra influence for him, and I think the dress shoes came from a sort of James Brown.
But with
I had the fortune of actually performing with, you know, Mr. Brown as well, you know, and I remember the one thing that Mr. James Brown said to me is, you can only be so funky in a pair of tennis shoes, you should find a nice pair of dress shoes. So, you know,
yeah.
But yeah, I think, like I said, I mean, he's a cultural icon. His music got inside your soul. I mean, like I said, it opened the minds of people. I mean, he changed the world.
I got to meet Michael. He came out to one of the shows in Las Vegas, and he came backstage with his kids and said hi to us and was an extremely normal and sweet human being, and I could not be more thrilled to meet him. And then again, I was at a restaurant with Kenny and Zach and Corbin, and he calls, and Kenny's like, "You want to talk to Michael?" It's like, what do you say to Michael over the phone? Like, how was life? Like, I mean, it was just so surreal, but my heart goes out to him, you know? He's one of our most incredible entertainers.